now follows a party political broadcast on behalf of the status quo.
Good evening. Tonight I want to talk to you about an idea that's gaining considerable popularity at the moment. The idea is that we should radically change the way that this country is run. Well, I'm very glad to say this won't be necessary, because fortunately everything is absolutely fine the way it is. The whole system really works well. Isn't that terrific? So, the only thing you need to think about politically is the rate of tax that you want. Okay? Thank you, good night, God bless, take care, and get stuffed. Heaven, I'm in heaven. Music's not right, is it?
No, don't worry, it's only a rehearsal.
Yes, but I mean, it's not weighty enough.
Yeah, sorry, they played the wrong tape. Dick, we've got some Elgar, haven't we?
Yeah, no problem.
Right, well, otherwise I thought it was rather good, you know, quite persuasive. And,
Yes, it was marvellous stuff.
Good.
Marvellous. I just wondered, is that all there is?
it's a bit short, is it?
Well, a tiny bit, so it is a 10-minute slot.
Yes, well, I thought you could sort of fill it out with film of people playing village cricket or walking along cliffs. With the right music, of course. I mean, I understand the music has got to be absolutely right.
Well, not 9 minutes of it, though, so...
On camera 2.
Righto!
Yes, sir. Was the pigeon all right?
Pigeon was fine.
3 and 4.
Yes.
Take what I said and pad it out to 10 minutes. Okay, I'll just pop over to the Travellers for a Dover sole.
We have actually got a script that's the right length, sir.
Oh, have you?
I'll just put it up on the auto cue for you now.
Jill.
Yes.
Stand by camera 1.
Just one thing, sir. I didn't think the ending just now was quite right.
No?
Get stuffed.
I beg your pardon?
Well, that's what you said, sir. Get stuffed.
Did I? Good Lord, Righto?
Yes, sir.
I don't say get stuffed in your version, do I?
No. Would you like to?
No, I don't think it strikes the right note at all.
Not really, no. Right, well, the longer version's up there now, sir.
Let me read it then.
Quiet rehearsal.
Right. Good evening. Tonight I want to talk to you about the idea that we should change the way the country's run. Yes?
Sorry, I was just interested.
Interested.
Yes, you know, you said changing the way the country's run sounds interesting.
Righto?
Yes, sir.
Wherever it says changing the way the country's run, will you put constitutional reform each time?
It's rather a dull phrase, sir.
Exactly. Last thing we want is getting people interested in changing the way the country's run. So, let's bore them rigid.
Great, yes. Marvellous.
Ready when you are, sir.
Good.
Quiet, please.
Good evening. Tonight I want to talk to you about constitutional reform. Laugh. Oh, ha! Let's be frank, nobody's interested in constitutional reform. People simply do not want to be involved in the tedious business of helping to run their own lives. They just don't want that kind of power. You see...
Are you all right, sir?
Yes, absolutely, thank you. Fine. Didn't see that one coming. Right, carry on. You see, ordinary people, after a hard day's work or a hard day looking for work, just want to sit in front of the television with a couple of drinks and relax, instead of wasting valuable free time interfering with the running of the country. It's simply not necessary when there are people like me who are only too willing to exercise power on the power. Pow! Ow! 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 Ah, that's what was hurting me. Well, we soon sorted that out.
Are you all right, sir?
Yes, fine. Are you all right?
Yes.
Good. Well, we're all right then. Good. On we go. It's not a problem. It's not a problem, Donald. Just stay calm. It's just flour with a P on the front. Okay. Now, involving people in political decisions. I do admit that the best run and most profitable businesses everywhere in the world delegate decision-making as far down the line as possible and encourage their employees to take as many decisions about what they're doing as they possibly can. And I also admit that this way of treating people involves them and makes them grow ever more skillful and more competent. But just because this works so wonderfully well in business, it doesn't mean it would work in politics. Quite the contrary. And the reason it wouldn't work is this. There's a blank space here.
Yes, we're trying to think of the reason now, so it's a bit tricky.
Well, actually, I don't have to give a reason, you know. I mean, nobody else does. Run this thing on past the blank space. There, right. In fact, it would be a bad thing for this country if the people in charge started handing back our power. Oh, power! Power! I love it! I love it! Chauffeur-driven cars, young women interviewers, big desks, big, bloody big desks. Oh, I love power! Power, flower! Flower, power! Power! Powder! I love powder! Powder, please! Just a bit shiny there. Thank you. Powder, not power. Power! Sorry, everyone.
Can we help you at all?
No. Fine. Well, actually, yes. I do seem to be fluffing that word a bit today. Sometimes happens. Waiter!
Yes, sir?
I'm having trouble pronouncing that word today.
Which word is that, sir?
Well, it's like flower, but with a P.
Flauper.
Now, will you find another word for this and replace this with the new word all the way through the script? There.
Oh, you mean...
Look,
Down one.
if you start giving people more say over their own communities and more control over their own lives, they'll probably make some mistakes. Have you thought of that? Mistakes! No. It's a far, far, far better thing to leave the making of mistakes to governments. So, changing the way the country's run... Waiter!
Yes, sir?
I told you never to use that phrase. Just say constitutional reform.
Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed that one.
Bloody useless. Giving up on your script. I'll ad-lib. Somebody write down what I say, okay? So, constitutional reform, forget it. All this tedious nonsense about a Bill of Rights, a fair electoral system and so on. All of this would inevitably lead to more and more democracy, which is a slippery, bloody slope, I can tell you.
Sir.
Oh, what?
I don't think we should say that about democracy, sir.
Why not?
Well, I mean...
Look, nobody's interested in democracy these days.
I am.
Well, you're in a minority of one, my dear. Local government was massacred and nobody noticed. I mean, do you realise a third of the national budget is spent by unelected and unaccountable quangos? Not a bloody squeak about it. It's marvellous.
But I think
Well, it
that's
doesn't matter what you think, my dear. Just get on with your job.
But, sir, with all respect, you can't come out against democracy on television. Well, not yet, anyway.
Just watch me. Come along. Haven't you finished yet? Come on.
there.
So, let's put the record straight.
Sir?
What?
Nothing.
So let's put the record straight. Constitutional reform means giving... Constitutional reform means giving to people who don't want it because it's so boring by taking it away from people who do want it because it's so exciting. And what's the point of doing that? You know, there are people who say that this great country of ours is old-fashioned, secretive and over-centralized, with a parliamentary system that imposes the views of a minority on the rest of the world, and a society that's lost most of its cohesion as a result. To these people I say, oh, shut up, you miserable buggers.
Oh, not buggers, sir, please.
Look, our present constitution works fine for me, it works fine for my friends, and you don't have to do a bloody thing. So leave it alone! Thank you. Good night. God bless. Take care. And don't, under any circumstances, get stuffed. Lunch.
That was a party political broadcast on behalf of a few dozen men in suits.
Oh, get the bloody music right.
Sorry.
Whatever you want, whatever you like.